Hello, dear friends. Opinion piece. Galactic History. Coming out of the Matrix. Freedom has a price. Universal law versus draconian law. You are a sovereign being in your own right. Be patient with those around you. Earth is in the process of being liberated, and draconian law is in the process of being replaced by universal law, according to James Gilligan's latest message. The vast majority of other invisible negative dimensional forces that rule the Earth has been cleansed. Now it is the turn of the white hats and ground crew. It's time to understand the hierarchy that has been in control of Earth for over 400 years. The first colonies in your recorded history and archaeology were the ancient Lyranians of Lyra. Many refer to them as the Anunnaki, those who came from the sky to Earth. The Lyrians were up to 80 meters tall and were divided into several ruling houses or factions. There was the supreme ruler, Anu, and on Earth was the house of Enki and Enlil. Enki was the creator god not in capital letters, a master geneticist who loved his creations. Enlil was a defeated general who settled on Earth and wished to put an end to the experiment called humankind on Earth. He considered them a noisy nuisance and was always devising ways to eliminate them. This is the basis of what is being developed today. There was a lot of genetic tinkering with the humans that were developing naturally. His children also split into different factions that rule different sectors of the Earth. The son who had the most negative impact on Earth was Marduk. Marduk made a pact with the Grey Alliance and the Reptilians for total supremacy of the Earth and turned against his own people. This has followed by wars and enslavement of his own people. Earth has been controlled by these forces, and those seeking freedom have fought against this alliance for over 400,000 years. Over time, they have been known by many names, all stemming from the original Lyrans who broke the universal law. Their controlling faction is known as the dark side that has infiltrated all agencies and institutions, but the network itself is worldwide. Many call themselves sons of Marduk. Pole shifts and other cataclysms forced mankind to start over again, greatly diminishing civilizations ruled by tyranny until the second great colony was established by the peaceful Lyrians, who fled to the Pleiades, Orion and Hydres system, followed by Earth, Mars, Maldek or Milone, as other cultures called it. Maldek is the lost planet that is now the asteroid belt due to extreme misuse of technology. Atlantis, Lemuria and Mu were established by the Pleiadians, an advanced, very peaceful race who were not as tall as their Lyrian ancestors, due to adjustments over the years of the planets they colonized. Other star nations joined these colonies, so Earth has a genetic diversity from the stars. Those aligned with them have sold their souls for power, fame, or wealth, and are now devoid of love, joy, empathy, are morally bankrupt, and have lost all the positive attributes of humankind. In other words, there is so much inhumanity on Earth because of non-human interference. They are at war with the Creator within all creation. This is not a conspiracy, it is history. We all have to do our part. It's not up to the higher realms to save us. They have done their part to put an end to the Great Reptile Alliance, the vast majority of negative influences from outside the world. Freedom comes at a price. The struggle to maintain it never ends. Universal law is pressing in on Earth, along with higher consciousness and energy. We need to find the courage, impeccable integrity, and moral foundation to do our part. It is called noble virtue, and is present in all races, cultures, and faiths. It is said that God, Creator, Great Spirit, has given His best for these times. It is time for the lions to wake up. Patience by Dual Kul of Sirius. Be patient with those around you whom many feel they are not learning and listening to what you have to say about these changing times on Earth today. Every human soul on Earth is moving from the third dimension to the fourth dimension into the fifth and higher. Many can survive through the fourth dimension, but others may need your help. It is as if they are asleep, so to speak, and nothing you can do to them or tell them about what is going on at present will persuade them that something is wrong. In my time as Tibetan monk, says Dual Kul, we had to learn to master patience, and I myself have trouble with this concept when I was young and initiated into our order. Over time, and with much guidance, I was able to accept my own impatience and that of my loved ones, so you can too. This stay in the fourth dimension cannot last forever, and with time and much patience, those of you who have awakened from your slumber will begin to see around you also awakening from their slumber. Much is happening in the world behind the scenes. Gaia is ascending from the third dimension to the fifth dimension, and as consciousness knows exactly who her friends are. She can see through the soul of every human being. There are some darker beings who pretend to care about your planet, but she sees through them and will not allow these darker beings to be on your soil, and when the time comes they will leave. You are a sovereign being in your own right, and can manifest a new world of love, peace, and harmony with others in soul communion. Your patience will be rewarded as all awaken to be in charge of their own destinies. Those who have mocked for your abuse in the past will soon awaken and begin to see for themselves what has been happening on your planet for eons of your time. The time has come to learn new ways of being and forget much of what you have been told in the past. You are a sovereign soul, and as much you can create a new world and your own design, a new heaven on earth. You are here to help you all come to terms with what has been going on for eons of your time. Much of the truth that has been going on will come out soon, but much will have to be hidden from the general population, as it has been so ugly. Suffice it to say that the truth is coming out now in small doses to wake people up. When you see the real truth of what has been happening on your planet for eons of your time, you may wonder why God has allowed such disharmony and ugliness. I also wonder it. God created life on earth as an experiment, so to speak. Souls were allowed to come on earth to experience all the good and bad, to learn and grow. However, certain souls from distant galaxies took over this experiment. It was known that these souls also needed to learn and grow. However, the divine will not allow a planet to be destroyed in its learning, and this was seen as a possible timeline. So it is time for this soul to continue their own soul growth elsewhere. Although some of you may say otherwise, even these darker entities have souls and are part of the one true God. Believe it, dear ones, and send them your love and light, for they need it at this time. And so, dear ones, those of you who have been so patient in these dark times will soon be celebrating as others join you in manifesting this new world of your creation. Have faith, trust, and believe, and your own patience will be rewarded. Know in your heart that good always overcomes evil. And that's all for today. Thanks a lot, dear friends.